In this lesson, we will take a closer look at the M&A sell-side process. Brought to you by the Mergers and Acquisitions Institute. The contents covered in this lesson include the followings. First, the 4-step M&A sell-side process. Second, what to do in the preparation phase. Third, deal marketing for a successful transaction. Fourth, preparation for due diligence and final negotiation. Finally, you will learn about definitive agreements and what to do after closing the deal. As you complete this lesson, you will understand the 4 major phases of the M&A sell-side process, and key aspects and practical steps within each phase. The M&A sell-side process refers to the process by which a company, the seller, decides to sell all or part of its business to another company, the buyer. This process is typically facilitated by an investment bank or advisory firm representing the seller. This process varies deal by deal but generally can be divided into 4 major phases. First, preparation phase. Second, marketing phase. Third, due diligence and negotiation phase. Finally, closing and post-closing phase. Each phase can have more detailed sub-procedures. Let's take a closer look at each phase. The preparation phase sets the foundation for a successful transaction. This stage generally covers 3 key aspects: market dynamics and evaluation, building an M&A sales team, and conducting a legal audit. Let's dive in. First, the seller's current market dynamics can drastically affect the potential valuation range and the possibility of successfully completing the deal. Not surprisingly, a hot market can support increased valuations. On the other hand, a cool market may allow for somewhat depressed valuations. So it is crucial to understand the market dynamics and evaluate the seller within the industry context. Start by thoroughly analyzing market trends, competitive landscape, and regulatory environment. Then assess your company's market position and potential growth opportunities, as well as any risks or challenges that may be present in the industry. Second, the sale of the company will begin in earnest by assembling a dedicated M&A sales team, which should include internal and external professionals such as senior management, legal advisors, investment bankers, and accountants. Ensure that each team member knows their roles and responsibilities in the hierarchy, and has the necessary expertise to contribute effectively to the transaction. Once the sales team is in place, you should develop a clear and detailed action plan outlining the objectives and timeline of the M&A process. This should include key milestones such as buyer identification, due diligence, negotiation, and closing. Finally, a legal audit involves reviewing contracts, agreements, and other legal documents to identify any potential issues or risks that may arise during the transaction. This is a critical step in ensuring that your company is fully prepared for the scrutiny it will undergo during the due diligence. The team should assess the company's past and current state, aiming to eliminate these problems immediately and before the buyer notices them. If just the buyer gets to know any problems, they could use this as ammunition to lower the purchase price. During this stage, it would be wise to resolve any issues with shareholders, complete the registration of copyrights and trademarks, deal with any disputes with stock option plans, and renew or extend your best commercial leases. Thank you for studying the sell-side process with the M&A Institute. Log on to MAI now to access our full course. Thank you for studying with the Mergers and Acquisitions Institute. See you on the next one.